extend the lead by 2 more.
49ers 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
49er ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, 49ers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
45-yard line.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Jason Verrett and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards, first down Niners.
San Francisco.
Here we go.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Use check.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And
that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. They throw caught right around the 6. Give him 32 on the play. We'll make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
For Alvin Kamara, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll turn to Kamara. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's second and a yard. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's incomplete.
Breeze pass. Thrown away and incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. There we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll turn to Kamara. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Niners 15.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Richie James on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. A covered sack. Took too long to get rid of it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Looking up here with Trent Taylor. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the 49er First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
13.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
For Deebo Samuel, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. They'll roll him out right. But he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's James. And now a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
It's 2nd down.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go.
They'll run with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert taking it in. And the 49ers are back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
On play action. Now Breeze.
32-yard line.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Covered by Richard Sherman.
Breeze now. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big connection on that one. 49 yards. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
At the 8-yard line.
Breeze going to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup.
Now a play fake. Breeze. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Brees to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Saints 30, 49ers 22.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now James returning. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still...
He drops the ball. The Saints say they have it, and they do. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. After the sack on first down, Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by a safety, Jarquiski Tartt. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D. Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
18-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Breeze to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now it's a scooped up by the 49ers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown.